In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 best free cards at each position in NBA 2K23 My Team. So the top 5 best free point guards, top 5 free shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. Just going over the best free cards currently in my team at each position. Yes, in Season 6, we really didn't get too many free cards. Hopefully that does change in Season 7, but just want to go over the top 5 free cards at each position right now in the game. So starting off here with the top 5 best free point guards, I do think at the number 1 spot is going to be a very obvious choice, and that's going to be the Galaxy Sean Livingston, a card that's kind of going under the radar, you know, where no one really talks about Sean Livingston anymore, but he's still a really good point guard, being 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan. Also, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what is your guys' favorite free card to be grinding for right now in Season 6, or let me know your favorite free card to be running on your squad right now in Season 6. But Sean Livingston, an amazing 6'7" point guard, all around great stats and badges. You look at his animations, he's going to have the JT Thor base with the Seti Osman upper, a pretty good jump shot. I mean, the JT Thor base is pretty much like the Melo base, the LaMelo base on very quick timing. He's got the Kyle Lowry size up, he's got the Trey escape, some of the best dribble sigs in my team. You take a look at his just all around stats and badges, super complete for a 6'7" free point guard. So I do think Sean Livingston right now at least is the best free point guard in my team. At the number 2 spot is going to be the free free dark matter Gilbert Arenas at the point guard spot, a really good offensive point guard. Yes, he's only 6'4", but does have a 6'9" wingspan, and the man is just such a good offensive card. Like, defensively actually has some great stats on the defensive end, but offensively, you look at his jump shot, the O'Shea base with the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing is such a good jump shot. He's got the Michael Jordan dribble style, Kemba Walker size up. He's got the Curry escape, Dame behind the back, quick drops off one, front clutches, Trey fade. I mean, the card's got some of the best animations in my team and is all around going to be a great 3 hunter and still one of the better offensive point guards in my team. Talking about free and just buyable point guards, still one of the best offensively. At the number 3 spot, I think number 3 and 4 is very close. I will say Tyler Hero for me might be number 3. I'm not really sure between him and Pete Maravich. I think these are definitely the number 3 and 4th best point guards in the game. Both really good offensively, especially Pete Maravich. So that's why I'm kind of thinking to put Pete over Tyler Hero. 6'5" at the point guard position, 6'8" wingspan. We know he's got such a good jump shot with the Ray Allen base on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs with his Zach LaVine size up, the Trey escape. Like, he's still a very usable point guard in game just because of his offense. I don't think he's a top tier point guard, but I still think he's a very runnable card in game at the point guard position, especially if you know what you're doing on offense. And then, like I said, Dark Matter Tyler Hero, I think is probably number 3 or number 4, 6'5" point guard, all around decent stats and badges. You know, has really good dribble sigs with the Steve Francis size up, the KD escape. But I will say, probably because of the jump shot, I will put Pete Maravich a little bit over Tyler Hero. So I do think Pete Maravich the 3rd best free point guard in the game, and Tyler Hero at number 4. Now for the 5th best free point guard in my team, I was having such a hard time trying to find a good free point guard, so let me know if I'm missing anybody. I did put Galaxy Bradley Beal. I spent like 5 to 10 minutes trying to find a free point guard that I thought was in the top 5, and I just could not find another very elite free point guard in the game. Bradley Beal is okay, like, he's an okay card. He's got a decent jump shot, pretty good dribble sigs. I'm not going to sit here and gas him up and say he's a really good point guard card. I just really don't think he's going to be that great, but I do think he's the 5th best free point guard in my team. But like I said earlier, or like I said just a second ago, let me know if there's any free point guards that I am missing that you guys would put in this top 5, especially over the Galaxy Bradley Beal. Now to talk about the top 5 best free shooting guards in my team right now. At the number 1 spot, I think it's a very obvious choice, and that's going to be the Dark Matter Steve Smith. Still one of the best shooting guards in the game and one of the best cards in my team. 6'8" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan, pretty much perfect stats and badges. He's going to be a Dark Matter, so 30 on Hall of Fame. And then you take a look at his jump shot. He's got the LaMelo Ball base, the Evan Fournier upper on very quick timing is such a good release. And then he's also got the Kyle Lowry size up, the Trey escape, Trey fade, really good dunk packages. I mean, the man is pretty much a perfect shooting guard in my team, so I think he's definitely going to be the best free shooting guard. At the number 2 spot and number 3, I think that's also a very close debate between Billy Knight and Glenn Rice. I think that really just comes down to a toss-up and really just comes down to preference at the end of the day. I mean, Billy Knight, I would say, is a little bit more complete than Glenn Rice, and that's why I do think he's going to be slightly better. 6'6" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan. Like I mentioned, just super well-rounded and a super complete card. Like, I can't really think of one thing that Billy Knight does necessarily bad. Like, he's just all around a great card. He's got an amazing jump shot with the Rudy Gay base, the Oscar Robertson upper. On quick timing, he's got very solid dribble sigs with the D mid size up, the John Wall escape, aim behind the back. He's got front clutches, tendencies are pretty good on defense, just all around a very well-rounded shooting guard card. And then at the number 3 spot, like I said, is going to be the Galaxy Book Glenn Rice. And I think it really just comes down to preference at the end of the day of who you like more between the cards, depending on jump shot, depending on whose jump shot you do like more, and also dribble sigs. I mean, the Kyrie Irving size up maybe isn't as good as the... What did Billy Knight have? The D-Mitch size up. The Trey escape is, yeah, I would say it's close sigs wise. I think Glenn Rice might move a little bit better in game, but I do think Billy Knight has the better jump shot and just a little bit more well-rounded. Now at the number 4 spot is easily going to be Malik Sealy, just because of his defense, his size at the shooting guard position. Like, he's a super valuable card to have on your squad. 6'8" at the 2, 7-foot wingspan. Yes, he's not going to bring too much offense to the table, but defensively and just his size is super helpful to have. I mean, 90 block, 94 steal, 96 lateral quickness, 96 perimeter, 90 interior defense, a super athletic shooting guard with 92 strength, 95 vertical, 96 speed, 96 acceleration. Jump shot could be a little bit better, not a bad release though, and then does have some solid dribble sigs. So I think Malik Sealy easily going to be a top five free shooting guard in the game. Now for the number 5 spot, do you go Benedict Mathurin, or do you go for a card like Alex English? Do you go for a card like maybe even a Dr. J? That's kind of where I'm at for the 5th best free shooting guard. I originally had Benedict Mathurin, but I mean, is Dr. J a top 5 free shooting guard? It's just so hard to put Dr. J in a top 5 because his jump shot's only on normal timing. I know he's still really good at going to the basket, still amazing at finishing at the rim, but doesn't have a size up. Jump shot's good, like he's got a good base, good upper, but he's only got that on normal timing. So let me know in the comment section down below, would you guys go Benedict Mathurin, or would you guys maybe go Dr. J? Or a card like Alex English? I think I will put Benedict Mathurin just because of his jump shot. Now to talk about the top 5 best free small forwards in the game. At the number 1 spot is obviously going to be Bob Pettit, in my opinion. I think he's such a good free small forward. He's going to be the limited prize for season 6, and I think maybe limited isn't worth grinding for a lot of people, but I think he's still a really good small forward card. 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan, an elite level defender, 95 block, 90 steal, 94 perimeter, 97 interior defense, super athletic, has a great jump shot, and very good dribble sigs for a card who's mainly known for his defense. So I do think Bob Pettit currently is the best free small forward in the game. Now for the number 2 and number 3 spot, it's going to be the 2 cards that came out at the exact same time, and that's going to be the Galaxy Danny Ferry, the Galaxy Purvis Ellison at number 2, and then the Galaxy Danny Ferry at the number 3 spot. Both very similar small forward cards. Purvis Ellison a little bit better defensively, I think a tad bit better all around, but then Danny Ferry's got that amazing jump shot, super quick release, and is definitely better offensively than a card like Purvis, but very close at that small forward position. And then I do think at number 5 is going to be the Galaxy Mike Bantam, a card when he dropped was honestly the best small forward in the game, or one of the best small forwards, and I remember everyone trying to grind for this card. Now it doesn't seem like he's that good of a small forward nowadays, but he's still very well rounded. Like, he can still compete against most small forwards in my team, even though he's not really talked about too much and no one really talks about Mike Bantam. He's still a very runnable small forward. And then to round off the top 5 is going to be the Dark Matter Malik Sealy. I think he can play small forward because he's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's got a great player model in game, and like I said, he's going to be an elite level defender. I was going to put Franz Wagner, so if you want to put him, you definitely can go ahead and do so, but I think Sealy's a lot better at that small forward position just because of his defense and size he does bring to the 3. But now to talk about the top 5 best free power forwards in the game. At the number 1 spot is easily going to be the Dark Matter Alonzo Mourning. Not even a debate or question in my mind. I think he's probably the best free card in the game currently, or at least one of the best free cards. 6'10" at the power forward position, 7'6" wingspan, also does have a great player model, which is going to be super helpful for a card who's maybe undersized, being 6'10". But I mean, just take a look at these stats: 98 block, 97 steal, 97 perimeter, 98 interior defense. Pretty much perfect stats and badges, especially on defense. You look at his animations, he's going to have the D-Mitch size up, tray escape, aim behind the back, quick drops off one. He's got such a good jump shot with the John Wall base, the Rudy Gay upper, on very quick timing. Tendencies are amazing for his contest shot and his block shot, both being at a 97. Alonzo Mourning, definitely the best free power forward in the game. at somewhat close of a number 2 is going to be the dark matter Hakeem Olajuwon. I don't think he's really Alonzo Mourning, but I do think he's fairly close because of his defense being 7 foot with a 7'3" wingspan. He brings great size to the power forward position. You know, he's got amazing defensive stats: 97 block, 90 steal, 91 perimeter, 98 interior defense. Really athletic card. Just wish he had maybe a better jump shot. That's why I do think Alonzo Mourning is better than Hakeem. Mainly does come down to that release, but Hakeem Olajuwon definitely going to be a top 5 free power forward in the game. At the number 3 spot, in my opinion, is going to be the Galaxy Opal KG, just because of his defense. Still has a great jump shot. Yes, it's not his dark matter out of position where he's going to be so overpowered at the shooting guard and small forward spot. I still think at power forward he brings really good defense and does have an amazing jump shot. At the number 4 and 5 spot, maybe aren't the best power forwards in the world anymore, but are still very good. Like Galaxy Opal Yi still has a very capable jump shot. Yes, he's not going to be the best defensively. He's still 7 foot though at the power forward position with a 7'4" wingspan. And yes, his defense is a huge flaw. He's really not that athletic. Could use a lot more speed. But if you're looking for a great pick and pop power forward, I still think Galaxy Opal Yi is really good in the 4, really good at the 4 spot. And then also Charlie, like not a bad card. Yes, he's 6'11" is not bad. I thought he was actually 6'10", but maybe a tad bit undersized just because of his defense, and his stats really aren't the best, but once again does have an amazing jump shot and a really good pick and pop free power forward. Now to talk about the top 5 best free centers in the game, the last position to go over. I think the number 1 and 2 spot are going to be the exact same cards for this for the power forward, but I do think they're going to be swapped. I think Hakeem is a little bit better at the center position, and then I think Alonzo Mourning is slightly better at power forward. Both amazing cards. If you want to put one over each other, I do think it's definitely a little bit close. I do like Hakeem Olajuwon though a little bit more at the center position. Talking about at number 3, I mean, do you go Kevin Garnett? I think you might go Kevin Garnett as well. I know it's the same 3 power forwards here, but I think they got to be a top 5 free center in the game. And then number 4 is going to be Ryan Hollins, and number 5 is going to be not Kobe Bryant. Number 4 is going to be Ryan Hollins, and then number 5 I do think is going to be the Pink Diamond Olowokandi. I definitely had to use a couple like extra cards, like a duplicate cards, like for example Lonzo, Hakeem, KG. You know, we're in the top 5 free centers, and that's just due to my team's lack of giving us free cards. They really haven't, like I said at the start of the video, haven't really been giving us too many free cards in my team. But in my opinion, guys, these are going to be the top 5 free cards right now in the game at each position. So these are my top 5 free point guards, top 5 free shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and then centers as well. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 5s, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.